Hey Wellness fam, how are you guys doing today? Are you feeling excited to see what the day holds? Or excited about some good news you got today? Are you feeling a little bit more tired? A little bit more drained? Well, whatever brings you here today, I am happy you showed up for yourself. Today, we're going to be doing some shoulder stabilization exercises. So if you feel like your shoulder hasn't been moving as well, if you feel like it's a little loosey-goosey, this is for you. But before we get started, I want us to close our eyes. We're just going to center ourselves with a couple of breaths. So I'm going to have you breathe in through your nose. Hold your breath for 3 seconds. And let it out through your mouth. Again, breathe in through your nose. Hold the breath. And let it out. Okay, you guys can open your eyes. Now, if shoulder stabilization sounds like something for you or a friend, feel free to like, subscribe, save, whichever thing you guys do here on YouTube. But let's get started. So our first one actually strengthens the rotator cuff. And you only really need a floor. You could add a weight if it gets too easy, but light weights actually work really well here. So you're gonna have your elbow here on your side, and your hand, you're gonna go from your belly, and you're gonna get up as high as you can. We're gonna do 10 of these. I like this better than sitting because it's going against gravity and you can feel the difference. Sometimes you might be tempted to kind of raise your arm up. Please do not keep your hand or keep your elbow locked into the side of your body. Okay, a couple more. Good. You might be feeling a burn now, and that's okay, or just feeling the muscle engaged, that's perfect. You could do 3 sets on your own, but we're gonna do the other side right now. Lay on down, remember elbows close, and you're lifting up as high as you can. And everybody has different heights. So sometimes people can only go this far. Listen to your body. It's just telling you what it needs. Halfway there. One more. Okay. You guys can sit on up. So how'd that feel? Remember, you can do 3 sets of 10, or you can add weights and just hold them in your hands. And believe me, if you don't have weights, but you still want a little bit more work, get a can of soup, get a water bottle, a heavy water bottle, get a glass of wine or like a wine bottle, whatever you have that has some weight, just try it and see how it feels. Okay, so next we're actually going to do supine punches. So you're gonna lie on your back. You're gonna have your arms straight up to the ceiling and make punches. So what this is going to do is work, it's a muscle called serratus anterior posterior. It helps with protraction. What is protraction, you ask? You're punching up, that is protraction. Then you'll bring your shoulders back down, and when you squeeze your shoulder blades together, that is retraction, so a shoulder blade squeeze. So we're gonna do this a couple times, and then if you feel like this is easy, I'll show you something you can do. But if not, then this is meant for you, I promise. Five more. As you notice, my head's staying down. So only thing that's lifting up is the arms, and you should feel a stretch in the upper back around the shoulder blades. Then when you squeeze, you should feel it squeezing. Last one. Perfect. Bring your arms down. And now I'm gonna show you what it looks like in a plank. So you're gonna basically be on your hands and knees. And honestly, sometimes people, they might do it on their knees here. This is a modified plank, and you can do the same thing. But if you wanna do a full plank, you're gonna push up, and then you're gonna squeeze the shoulder blades together. Push up, and squeeze together. Now remember that you are engaging both ranges. I'm shaking a bit, so you should definitely be feeling this if you're in this position. 3 more. And make sure your shoulders aren't to your ears. Keep your neck long. Last one. Whew. Yeah. That's definitely a burner. Okay, last but not least, are shoulder swings. So what that is, you're gonna find yourself on your back again, and you're gonna have your arm out to the side. So it's about 90 degrees from your body. You're gonna have the arm go all the way down, and then you're gonna rotate it to go forward. So you're gonna be tempted to have your shoulder lift up. I wanna challenge you to keep it as close to the ground as possible. You might notice you can't touch the ground on the other side. That's okay. I'd rather you work on form and mobility in the appropriate range. And then over time, like, there are exercises to get you to have good form while getting deeper. But right now, we're just gonna have you do these simple ones. If you wanna know how, leave it in the comments. We have 4 more on this side. If you notice some pinching, don't push as far. So say you get to here and you're like, oh, that hurts if I go farther, just keep it here. It's your first time. I'm not even sure if you really warmed up your shoulders. So listen to your body. Okay, last one. And the cool thing is you can always add weight. So if you did this off of a bench, you could get a little farther. You could keep it on the floor and just work on controlling the descent. Okay, let's do the other side. Okay, here we go. See, I was even tempted, almost went up. I'm keeping it down. So you're gonna probably notice one side has more mobility than the other. If you look, this is a very big difference for me, but I'm also right-handed. So I have more muscle bulk, but I will definitely be working on this. I hope you will too. Okay, we have 4 more. Okay. When you're ready, you can sit on up. So that is all we have for today. Have fun with these exercises. And if you want to see more or you wanted to see a progression of something, feel free to let me know. But until then, hope you guys have a wonderful day and we'll see you next time. Have a good one.